Motorweek 93, television's automotive magazine. Your host for Motorweek 93, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motorweek 93. We're glad to have you with us. The last time that Americans were able to buy a car called the Concorde was in 1983 at their local American Motors dealers. The following year, AMC slimmed down its line, relegating the Concorde, which was really just a fancy version of the Hornet, to obscurity, or so we thought. Now it's 1993, and the Concorde name has returned with an extra E. It's on a car built by Chrysler, the corporation that bought American Motors. But unlike the previous Concorde, this one isn't a warmed-over economy model. It's the Chrysler Plymouth version of the impressive new LH sedan line, and it gives an old name a whole new meaning. We admit it. We had lavish praise for Chrysler Corporation's new LH sedans when we tested the aggressive driver-oriented Dodge Intrepid ES last fall and European-style Eagle Vision TSI before that. So we were anxious to see how a softer-lined Concorde, the LH that wears the luxury Chrysler badge, compared to the sportier models. Well, we weren't disappointed this time either. The Concorde styling is a bit more conservative than its Dodge Intrepid and Eagle Vision siblings, designed to appeal to the more traditional sedan buyer. Unique to the Concorde is this last vestige of a chrome grille, along with a 1.5-inch wide chrome band that encircles the car, brightening its body cladding. We'll reiterate our high opinion of the LH's cab-forward style. It's proving to be a most flexible automotive platform. Our test Concorde varied in its optional touring suspension that includes 16-inch cast aluminum wheels and larger 225/60 series Goodyear Eagle GA tires. Under our Concorde's hood was the base LH power plant, Chrysler's fine 3.3-liter overhead valve V6, which made its first appearance in the company's larger sedans and minivans in 1990. The pushrod unit produces 153 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque, which is more than adequate for most needs. The 3.3 delivers EPA mileage estimates of 20 city and 28 highway. Both figures are tops in the EPA's mileage rating for large cars. Expect a real-world average of 25 miles per gallon. But even the LH's base V6 delivers commendable performance, 9.6 seconds from 0 to 60, and a quarter-mile time of 17.2 seconds, terminating at 80 miles per hour. Both figures are less than a second more than the optional 214 horsepower, 24-valve V6 in our Intrepid ES test. All three versions of the LH are equipped with the same electronically controlled 4-speed automatic transmission. It allowed the Concorde's power to build smoothly. Our car's touring suspension is the package we think most buyers should choose. But on the track, the Concorde's girth strained the suspension's limits. You'd never guess it from the smoothness evident in these pictures, but our driver said he had to work hard to keep this cruiser on course. Tire grip was fine, but front-wheel drive push was substantially greater than with the performance suspension. We also missed a lack of speed-sensitive steering more this time. In normal driving conditions, this 3,300-pound car handles the road almost flawlessly, soaking up bumps better than our previous Intrepid. Brakes are one of all LH's standout features. Our Concorde's four-wheel disc with standard anti-lock system brought it to a stop from 60 miles per hour in a mere 112 feet. That is truly impressive for a car this large. But the Concorde also proved itself in real-world braking situations. Whether we drove in snow, slush, ice, or driving rain, all stops were straight, sure, and without incident. The Concorde's interior layout is also similar to other LH's, competent and very complete except for the lack of a sunroof. The mixture of soft cloth, hard vinyl, and plastic wood trim fits the Concorde buyer too. But we questioned this obvious plug where an optional switch might reside. It looks cheap. Gauges are large, well-marked analog units using a more overlapping design than the Intrepid. Like other LH's, safety resides on both sides of the wraparound dash, for airbags are standard for driver and front passenger. The Concorde standard cloth bucket seats offer very good support. A variety of manual or optional power adjustments make easy work of finding a comfortable driving position. A tilt wheel is standard and the seat belts are height adjustable. The huge rear seat also provides surprisingly good support for 3 adults, but there's no pass-through to the trunk, where there is a generous 16.7 cubic feet of cargo space. Liftover is low and the trunk lid swings up out of the way. As we drove the Concorde through the difficult road conditions left by the blizzard of '93, secure is one word that came to mind time and time again. Another was value. The Concorde's list price is $18,341. Our test car with popular options stickered at $20,886. We think that represents real value for a mid to full-size sedan with so much going for it. We continue to be enamored of all of Chrysler's L8 sedans and think they are very deserving of all the plaudits they've received. But our Concorde, with the standard engine and the less aggressive suspension and the extra E, proves that even an LH like most mortals will buy is still a lofty hallmark.